Lita, I think I need to cut my credit card into tiny little pieces and throw it directly into the river.
Wait, what? What did you do this time, Sam? Did you buy another useless electronic gadget for your kitchen?
Worse, much worse. I tried to be fashionable. I bought a very expensive designer jacket online and it finally arrived in the mail today.
Oh, I absolutely love online shopping. Receiving a package feels like a mini birthday. So, what is the problem? Does the jacket look bad on you?
Look bad? I look like a giant shiny baked potato. The picture on the website was a complete lie. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the English Unscripted podcast. I am Sam.
And I am Lita, and today we are diving into the dangerous, expensive, and hilarious world of shopping and fashion.
It is a very dangerous world, especially for my bank account.
We have a massive, stylish episode prepared for you today. We are dividing this podcast into 3 fabulous chapters. First, we will talk about the absolute disasters of online shopping and impulse buying. Then, in Chapter 2, we dive into the awkward nightmare of physical fitting rooms and weird fashion trends. And finally, Chapter 3 will be all about finding your true personal style without spending a fortune.
3 chapters of fashion disasters. I am so ready for this. But wait, listeners, before we start adding new words to our vocabulary cart, remember our golden rule. By the way, if you want to master this language fluently, do not just watch once. Treat this podcast like your absolute favorite song.
Oh, I love that. Treat it like a hit song. What exactly do you mean by that, Sam?
Think about it. When a brand new song comes out on the radio, you just listen to the rhythm and enjoy the melody the very first time. You just feel the vibe. But the second and third time, that's when you actually memorize the lyrics and sing along in the shower.
Exactly. So listen once for our funny shopping stories and listen again to catch the intermediate vocabulary and the natural pronunciation. Now, back to your jacket disaster in Chapter 1. Why does it make you look like a potato?
Because it's huge, puffy, and bright silver. It looked so sleek and modern on the handsome Italian model on the screen, but when I put it on in front of my mirror, I looked like an astronaut who ate way too much pizza.
The classic expectation versus reality. Online shopping is a very dangerous game, Sam. It's incredibly easy to just click a button at 2 in the morning when you're bored.
It is way too easy. You just click Add to Cart and suddenly your bank account is crying. I didn't even need a silver winter jacket. It was just a terrible impulse buy.
Wait, Sam, let us pause right there. I think that's a fantastic intermediate phrase for our listeners today, an impulse buy.
Yes, an impulse buy. It's when you buy something suddenly without planning or thinking about it deeply, usually because of a sudden emotion or clever advertising.
We're all definitely guilty of doing it. Listeners, please practice this very useful phrase and say it with me right now.
Say it out loud, guys. Check your shopping carts.
An impulse buy.
An impulse buy. My entire closet is full of impulse buys. I have shoes that are incredibly tight, shirts with weird patterns, and hats that make my head look like a giant watermelon.
A watermelon head and a silver potato body. What an absolute fashion icon you are, Sam.
Please do not laugh at my pain. Returning items you bought online is a completely different nightmare. You have to print a label, find a box, and stand in a long line at the post office. It's exhausting.
It really is a hassle, and that's exactly why physical stores still exist. Some people prefer to actually touch the fabric and try the clothes on before they pay for them.
Touching the fabric is great, Lita, but going to a physical clothing store on a Saturday afternoon is like fighting in a Roman gladiator arena.
You're always so dramatic, Sam. But I do agree the crowds can be completely overwhelming sometimes. People pushing you, loud pop music playing, and clothes thrown everywhere on the floor.
Exactly, it's pure chaos. And don't get me started on the sales assistants. They always follow me around the store asking, "Can I help you find your size, sir? I just want to browse in peace."
They're just doing their job, Sam. They want to be helpful. What do you do when they ask you?
I panic. I usually pull out my phone and pretend I'm on a very important, serious business call. Yes, Mr. President, I will review those documents immediately. Oh my goodness, you fake a phone call to avoid a simple social interaction? That's hilarious, but also a little bit sad. I actually love chatting with the shop assistants. Sometimes they suggest outfits you would never pick for yourself.
Yes, and that's exactly how I ended up buying a neon green sweater last year. The assistant looked at me and said, "Wow, sir, that green really brings out the color of your eyes."
Wait, what? Sam, you fell for the absolute oldest sales trick in the book. It brings out your eyes. They are highly trained to make you feel like a superstar so you spend more cash.
Well, it worked perfectly. I felt incredibly flattered. I walked out of that store holding my expensive shopping bag, feeling like a famous fashion model.
Let me guess, you went home, put the green sweater on, and realized it was a terrible mistake.
Absolutely. I looked in my own bathroom mirror and realized I looked like a glowing walking traffic light. I never wore it outside the house, not even once.
A glowing traffic light, a bright silver potato, and a watermelon head. Your wardrobe sounds like a very confused supermarket, Sam. It's a disaster zone, Lita, but honestly, looking in the mirror at home is very different from looking in the mirror at the store. The lighting in those shops is specifically designed to trick your brain into buying things.
It's totally a psychological trick. The mirrors are angled and the lights make you look taller and thinner, but the real nightmare is actually trying to put the clothes on in the first place.
Which is exactly why I always dread taking the clothes into that tiny, hot little room in the back of the store. I always get stuck inside the shirts.
Oh, the fitting rooms. They're an absolute emotional roller coaster, Sam. The terrible lighting, the lack of space, the curtains that never fully close, which actually brings us perfectly to Chapter 2 of our stylish adventure today. Listeners, take off your heavy winter coats because we're about to step inside the nightmare of physical fitting rooms and the crazy fashion trends we all deeply regret.
Lita, I honestly believe that fitting rooms are specifically designed to destroy our self-esteem completely.
Oh my goodness, yes. They are so incredibly small, and the temperature is always 100 degrees inside.
Exactly. It is like a hot sauna in there. I take 5 different shirts into that tiny little box, and by the time I try the second one on, I'm sweating like I just ran a marathon.
Sweating in a tiny box trying to pull a tight shirt over your head, it is not a glamorous shopping experience at all, Sam. And the curtains, why do the curtains never close all the way?
I know, there was always a tiny gap, and I feel like the whole shopping mall is watching me struggle with my tight pants. It is completely humiliating.
It really is. And then you finally get the clothes on, you look in the mirror, and the overhead lighting is just awful. It shows every single flaw on your face and body.
The lighting in those rooms comes straight from a scary horror movie. I tried on a yellow summer shirt last month, and the mirror made me look very tired and sick. The color was definitely not flattering at all.
Wait, Sam, let's pause right there. I think that's a fantastic intermediate vocabulary word for our listeners today. Flattering.
Yes, flattering. It's an adjective we use when clothes make you look very attractive, or when a specific color matches your skin perfectly and enhances your appearance.
It's a crucial word for shopping. If an outfit is not flattering, you should definitely not buy it. Listeners, please practice your pronunciation and say it with me right now.
Say it loud and clear, guys. Look in your mirror.
Flattering.
Flattering. I really wish I knew that word before I bought my neon green traffic light sweater. It was not flattering at all. It was a disaster.
Not flattering, but definitely very bright and visible. Tell me, Sam, have you ever tried to squeeze into a pair of trendy skinny jeans in one of those hot fitting rooms?
Oh, do not even remind me. Skinny jeans are a modern torture device. I tried them on once, and I actually got completely stuck. I couldn't pull them up, and I couldn't pull them down.
Wait, what? You got stuck inside the jeans? Oh my goodness, what did you do, Sam? Did you have to call the sales assistant for help?
I almost did. I was hopping around on one foot, sweating heavily and accidentally hitting the walls of the tiny room. I seriously considered just living in that fitting room forever because I couldn't escape the denim pants.
That's the funniest mental image ever, Sam. You living inside a fitting room wearing half a pair of tight, skinny jeans. Fashion trends can be so ridiculous sometimes.
They are completely ridiculous. Why do we wear things that make us so uncomfortable just because a magazine says it's trendy?
It's social pressure, Sam. We want to fit in with the crowd. Remember a few years ago when everyone was wearing those massive, chunky sneakers? They looked like giant bricks on our feet.
I absolutely hated that trend. Walking in those heavy shoes felt like carrying weights at the gym. I couldn't even walk up the stairs without tripping over my own feet. I felt like a clown in a circus.
Tripping over your own feet in the name of high fashion. It's so silly. And do you remember when extremely distressed and ripped jeans became incredibly popular?
Oh, do not even get me started on ripped jeans. I bought a pair last summer and half of my leg was completely exposed to the bright sun. I got a terrible sunburn on just one knee.
Sunburned knee. Oh my goodness, Sam. But the craziest part about ripped jeans is the expensive price tag. We're literally paying extra money for a factory to destroy the fabric.
Exactly. We pay a fortune to look like we just survived a wild bear attack in the forest. When I wore them to a family dinner, my lovely grandmother was completely horrified.
Oh, I can only imagine her shocked face. What did she say to you, Sam?
She looked very sad and actually offered me $10 to go buy some new pants. She even pulled out a needle and thread and tried to sew the massive holes closed while I was still wearing them.
That's so incredibly sweet and wholesome. Older generations just don't understand the logic of paying premium prices for damaged goods, and honestly, neither do I.
It makes absolutely zero financial sense. We spend all our hard-earned money chasing these weird, temporary trends, and then 6 months later, the trend is completely over, and the clothes go straight to the back of the closet.
It's a terrible cycle, Sam. Fast fashion is not only bad for your wallet, but it's also exhausting to keep up with. We buy cheap, trendy items, wear them exactly twice, and then we hate them.
It's totally a trap. My closet is completely full of clothes right now, but when I open the wooden doors every morning, I stare at the hangers and say, I have absolutely nothing to wear.
That's the ultimate fashion paradox, Sam. A packed closet, but nothing feels right or comfortable. Which brings us perfectly to the third and final chapter of our stylish journey today. Listeners, close your empty wallets because we're going to explore how to ignore the crazy trends, build a timeless personal style, and look absolutely fantastic without spending a fortune.
Lita, I desperately need your fashion advice. How do I look fantastic and stylish without going completely bankrupt? My credit card is already crying.
First of all, Sam, you need to completely stop buying bright neon green sweaters on an impulse. That is the first rule of fashion survival.
Okay, no more glowing green sweaters, I promise. But honestly, I open my closet every morning, I stare at 50 different shirts, and I feel completely paralyzed. I just do not know how to mix and match.
That is because you have too many trendy pieces that do not actually go together. You need to focus on building a versatile wardrobe. You need solid foundations, Sam.
Wait, Lita, let us pause right there. I think that's a brilliant intermediate vocabulary word for our listeners today. Versatile.
Yes, versatile. It's a very important adjective. It describes something that is able to adapt to many different functions or activities. In fashion, it means clothes you can wear to work and also to a casual dinner.
It's the holy grail of shopping. Listeners, please practice this excellent word with me very clearly.
Say it out loud in your room, guys. Look at your closet.
Versatile.
Versatile. A versatile wardrobe is the absolute key to looking good every single day without thinking too hard about your outfit in the morning.
I love the sound of that. Not thinking in the morning is my favorite hobby. So, how do I actually build this magical, versatile closet? Do I need to throw all my crazy shirts away?
No, do not throw them away. You just need to invest in classic, timeless basics. Think about a great pair of dark blue jeans that fit you perfectly. Not skinny jeans, Sam, just normal, comfortable jeans.
Thank goodness, no more skinny jeans for me. Normal blue jeans. Okay, what else?
A crisp white button-down shirt, a simple black blazer, and maybe a comfortable gray sweater. These items are the blank canvas of your personal style. You can mix them with absolutely anything.
A blank canvas. I like that idea. It sounds very organized and mature. But Lita, isn't a white shirt and blue jeans a little bit boring? I don't want to look like a plain vanilla ice cream cone.
You are impossible, Sam. It's only boring if you wear it in a boring way. The secret to making simple basics look amazing is actually all in the small details. It's all about how you accessorize the outfit.
Accessorize? You mean like wearing a shiny gold necklace or a giant diamond ring? I'm not a rapper, Lita. I can't afford diamonds.
No, Sam. Not giant diamonds. I mean simple, stylish things. A nice leather belt, a cool vintage watch, or even just rolling up the sleeves of your white shirt to look more relaxed.
Rolling up the sleeves. That actually does make a person look very cool and effortless, like a movie star on a casual Sunday afternoon. I can definitely roll up my sleeves.
Yes, exactly. You can be a casual movie star in your own living room, Sam. It's all about how you wear the clothes, not how much money they cost. Confidence is the absolute best accessory you can possibly have.
Confidence. I really like that idea. It's completely free and it never goes out of style. I'm going to completely clean out my messy closet this weekend, Lita. I will donate all my terrible impulse buys to charity.
That is a wonderful idea, Sam. Someone else might actually love a bright neon green sweater, and you'll finally have a clean, organized space for your new, versatile wardrobe.
A clean closet, a versatile wardrobe, and a happy bank account. I feel like a completely new man. I'm officially retiring from the dangerous sport of online shopping at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I will believe it when I see it, Sam. I am very proud of you for trying to change your expensive habits, and I really hope our smart listeners are feeling inspired to look at their own closets differently today.
Me too. But you know what? Learning English is much better than buying trendy clothes anyway. It's a great investment in your brain, and it makes you look incredibly smart.
That is the absolute truth. Fluency is the ultimate fashion statement. And before we close the doors on today's stylish episode, we have a very special mission for our listeners.
Yes, listeners, learning a language alone is like going shopping alone. It's okay, but it's much more fun when you do it with someone else.
Exactly. We want you to find an English study buddy today. Share this podcast video with a good friend, a classmate, or a family member who wants to improve their English and practice these funny conversations together.
Send them the link on your phone right now and tell them to hit the subscribe button so you both can join our English Unscripted family. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a new class.
Thank you so much for hanging out in our fitting room today. Keep practicing, stay confident, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.